information. TDN Africa station, TDN Africa Media. Yeah.
Good morning and a pleasant welcome to Salon Talk on TDN Africa Media. Mina Diana Cooker.
And Mina Theophilus Gbenda.
And Mina Ezekiel Kuluma.
For news and entertainment, TDN gets the latest. TDN Africa Media. Yeah.
As always, inside the program, we will bring you headlines on the front pages, on the front page of some of the local tabloids. And President Bio don't address the United Nations General Assembly. More details on that. Big fish don't make news in the Freetown Central Business District. Reintroduction of 2 helmets used by Okada riders and pillion. Well, yesterday, 24 September, Namibia International Peace Day. And the University of Sierra Leone introduced new course them for the 2023-2024 academic year. And brand new vehicles for 191 Paramount ships. All this and more for you inside the program. Continue to stay connected.
All right. Thank you so much, Madam Diana, for taking us through the key highlights of the discussion today. And we will start with the newspaper headlines. But I just want to say that we'll get a full house today. We get a colleague from Mabuka. You can join me. Ezekiel, welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Very good. And of course, for the newspaper headlines, we start with the Open Space newspaper. It says, to expand its reach to customers and the general public, Sierra Leone Commercial Bank new branch opens at Lumley. President Bio thrills UN General Assembly on unity and fence mending. Then of course you get NCRA statistics validation meeting ends on high notes. Sierra Leone turns coordinator of West African group in Belgium. Then you get NACIT working for the good of Sierra Leoneans. Okay, so that's now for the Open Space newspaper. We go to Africa 24 newspaper. It says, to expand its reach to customers and the general public, Sierra Leone Commercial Bank opens another branch at Lumley. Then Sierra Leone urban water reservoirs at risk. I read that again. Sierra Leone's urban rural water reservoirs at risk. Then you get over 400 airport workers call for benefits. Over 400 airport workers call for benefits. Then, of course, we take another one on the Independent Observer newspaper. It says, I want to become a pastor. I want to become a pastor. You know, now not all man go wish for become a pastor because someone say better money than they did. Why someone must say, well, one of the easiest way for being money man and for open church. So maybe then I will look at that more. Released convict thanks Chief Justice. Released convict thanks Chief Justice. Which means this is not possible they belong convicts and they listen. Big fish gunned down. Big fish. And one of the stories that we will deal with today. Big fish gunned down. Then this other one say UN, SLPP, APC must dialogue without delay. So this one a very big one. So you see, UN, SLPP, APC must dialogue without delay. So it's like the matter is becoming very much serious and urgent to be handled. Health Ministry to reduce HPV vaccine dose for girls. Well, we don't know that this HPV, but I think see now one of the vaccines the way they can give young girls them for, I don't know, we'll get the details on that in subsequent editions. Then the Calabash newspaper, will be the last newspaper, it says sick coach express assures of continued operation. Sick coach express assures of continued operation. Then this other one say, emphasizing trust and global solidarity, President Bio addresses UN General Assembly's 78th session. Supreme Court judge ushers in High Court call over as he ends 43 criminal proceedings. Then this other one say, Indian High Commission celebrates Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation Day 2023. NPSL, that is National Petroleum, leads the way in petroleum importing and marketing. Then this other one say, NCRA holds 2-day stakeholders meeting to validate 2022 vital statistics reports. So that's what we have for today. Diana, I will not get much newspaper. So Diana and Ezekiel, I don't know if we can pick up any issues or I can comment on before we go to the main issues of the day.
The NPSL, I think you always did at the front page of the Calabash.
Oh, it's a promotional. Calabash newspaper is known for promotional stories. So these are just one of the promotional stories you can find around. Not all newspapers.
They are paid for it.
Not. No,
obviously, always on the same headline continuously on the front page.
All right. So now we have to be. So anytime we see this kind of headline, they give the skipper. Because it's promotional. We're not tuned in to the business of promoting.
They are making advertorial. They are paid for it.
Well, then it should be on the advertorial page, not on the front page.
On the front page.
But that's why we are reading it because it's on the front page.
Yeah.
So
they pay for.
Yes. Well, if it is paid for, you can hide it.
That aside, I just go out because we don't need them.
No, I know you're right.
So this is very serious. The Sierra Leone urban water reservoir.
I tell you, at risk.
Guma Valley, where now responsible for provide clean and safe water for the people in Freetown. Not the first time they don't raise concern about encroachment into their reservoirs today. I think over the years they don't raise the alarm, they don't work with other stakeholders, them law enforcement agency them, to ensure that people them where they near the reservoir let them get a demarcation. But okay. I think that don't be fruitful at all. People still they encroach, they go deep into the reservoir, and we all know the consequences we go lead after that.
Okay.
There are going to therefore be a problem with the water, because the water no go clean again for me, the final consumer, the way they eat them.
Okay.
To so this don't be the whole over the years they call the attention that they will take the necessary action, that they will let encroachment into the areas they are so putting up buildings them around the areas they are so really no good.
Okay.
Because we get to ensure that the water them they're really pure, they're really safe for drink.
Okay.
But they don't give a deaf ears, nobody cares.
Okay. Then another factor, Diana, and the climate change effects. Climate change.
But human activities also don't contribute.
Oh yes, of course. You're right. No, human activities don't cause most of the problem. Even our human activities, they lead to the climate change effect what we talk about. So maybe I go to Ezekiel. Now, what's in the water situation now, that part of the country where you come out? I don't say we don't get much problem with water.
No, because just like you say, the climate change, and then they get the major source from the river,
Okay.
Once the river polluted, they give more burden to
Now
the.
you talk about the Pampana River, right? It's better than Buka here. It is heavily Pampana on Buka.
Yes, yes.
Okay, who's that Pampana day?
Pampana now where they go there Kono.
Okay.
Matutuka. Yes.
Okay. But he also connected to Uke River, not so?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, Uke River, they say it also gets some heavy pollution.
Yes.
Because of the gold mining when it takes place and the mercury application.
Yes. And people in very near there, they can mess the place and can toilets,
okay.
Water.
Talk on.
Yes.
Well, we are want to communicate. We want the people that get the information.
Exactly.
I mean, as long as we know, so because that river, the most people they go book and then they wash.
Exactly.
So it's a very serious matter. But what about the drinking? Because I'm not thinking that they give out people they drink. And also I get book water well a day.
Yeah, like the Salwak where they supply water in the township. Now from that river they get the water, then they can process them, they can do them processing, so they become water for drink. Okay. Yes. So most times they can advise people enough for put anything inside the river because then they use them. But the river is already polluted anyway. Yes. So
you advise people that you don't monitor. There's no system in place for monitoring.
So like the government and then can talk, that for just come the implementation
that talk and do.
Yeah.
Talk and do.
Exactly. Yeah. But like most time people they dig, they want to get their lands, they can dig water wells, so that from there they get their water.
Alright. Yeah. So the other cherry pick up now this one on the Concord Times newspaper is a UN, SLPP, APC must dialogue without delay. So that already pick here.
I think that an ongoing process we only discuss for the past weeks now. Right. And I think the SLPP or the government in power and the opposition foresees him for later sit down and negotiate so that they will forge ahead.
Right.
Because we all know that the parliamentarians, the APC parliamentarians, except for two, still not take the seat in the parliament. The councillors them and the mayor as well, the mayor elect as well, still not take the seat, sworn into office yet. Okay. So it's almost 3 months after the election now, and we think the need for put all urgency into this and seriousness and honesty and sit down and dialogue and let them come out with a resolution.
Okay. I see. So Ezekiel, Islam Mabuka or the provinces generally, people that care about what is happening in the country in terms of politics and democracy generally.
Oh yeah.
They care.
Yeah.
And they are talking about it.
And people are cautious, sure.
Okay.
Sure. And especially, of course, Mabuka, he take us in a stronghold of the opposition, APC, and people follow all to which they go. Yes.
So, but Mabuka is part of the.
So, I'm assessing na SLPP win the district chairmanship and the council, or what?
I'm not too understand that one day.
All right. Because it will be so surprising, eh?
Yeah, it's
it will be so surprising.
This system of how you call it, this a PR system, so me not too of a
okay.
So we actually.
So you said Mabuka disconnected and only
in terms of the flow of the news.
Information.
In terms of the flow of the news. No, they have radio stations. But these are community radio stations where mainly focus on community-related events and all that kind of thing. So at the central level of politics generally, it is more discussed in Freetown. That is the fact.
But then gets the SABC name.
Yeah.
They can link.
I know.
The main one.
You go surprised for those people that the province they're there to politics.
Exactly.
Too bad.
I understand.
Politics when they play like the AI,
but talking about news, General was on television, AYV, and he stated it categorically. He said, "We don't want to take her as president, they not stop him. But them not take him as the president until the matter is resolved." Because they say if they can recognize her as president, it means all what they talk about not going to parliament, this and that, they don't get no justification. But because they don't recognize him as president and they don't recognize the current government as legitimate, that is why they are boycotting all governance things. So, but they are ready to negotiate. That they are ready to dialogue. Sure. That's what he says. They are ready to dialogue, and that then they look forward to an amicable settlement. Right? One of the options when they got on the table, now a rerun, where some of we believe say a not reasonable enough because of the complications. Because you cannot have a rerun and President Bio still sits there as president to dictate or to direct the way things they go. So then, what do you think?
I think say that's option they really no go yield any good results.
Okay. Thank you. Now we are talking on the same page.
Now we are talking. A president where we don't listen he think and very confident that he won the election.
No, well, there are questions. It is not about him saying he won.
Well,
otherwise, let us show us the evidence through the release of the disaggregated data.
And that they cannot show.
Well, so that's the point. That's the point. So we cannot say he won.
But he said,
no, it's not about him saying.
Well,
it's not about him saying. Right? In other words, when it comes to this kind of matter, he should keep quiet.
And he doesn't keep it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He should keep quiet when it comes to even when he go address the UN General Assembly, he spoke about Sierra Leone just coming from a free, fair, and credible election. I mean, so all that, if the president can say that at the UN General Assembly, when the swell, when it's enough to talk that America swell, they don't reject the results and don't even fail for even recognize them or even congratulate them, and even don't issue visa restrictions. And even now they can't stop the release of MCC grants of over $450 million. They're still in their faces.
As sworn in by the Chief Justice.
The Chief Justice didn't work.
Yeah, and with that, to him, I don't think say he go ready for do that one day, and except any other thing happen.
Okay, you're not ready to step down.
Yes,
for allow, because honestly, that's the point I'm saying there now.
Yeah.
Because if I talking about
very, very difficult.
If you're talking about a rerun of the election, then he should not sit there. Otherwise, we'll come up with the same result. By the way, Dana talked something. But anyway, the fact of the matter is that Sierra Leone remains a peaceful nation, and we just don't commemorate the International Day of Peace. We can talk about, significantly. But of course, the other fact is that the international community, they still wait for see the release of the disaggregated data by ECSL.
Even lawyers.
So you see?
So you send me my right ECSL.
Again?
On the ECSL
oh yes, okay.
Of the freedom of
information. Yeah.
Up till now.
So up to now. You see? So which means ECSL is a state entity, and President Bio said it is independent as the word itself.
He has never called them.
He has never called them, and I will not call them now.
I will not call them.
They talk true. So this for the talk true. Anyway, so we get beaucoup issues there for discuss. Then I want to start. Now we just pull this now we hit the University of Sierra Leone introducing new syllabus. Yeah, let's just read them. They say this is a public notice. Dated the 19th of September 2023. Office of the Deputy Registrar, Fuabe College, University of Sierra Leone. From the Deputy Registrar FBC to Sibilo. The copy some people them. So when we let me just read that. It said then the subject is approval of new programs for Fuabe College. Approval of new programs for Fuabe College. Okay? And Fuabe College now one of the constituent colleges of the University of Sierra Leone. So he said, this is to inform you that the underlisted programs have been approved by both the university and the Tertiary Education Commission for commencement during the 2024 academic year. 1. Bachelor of Sciences in Conflict Resolution and Peace Building. Right? Bachelor of Sciences in Conflict Resolution and Peace Building. 2. Bachelor of Social Sciences in International Relations and Diplomacy. Bachelor of Social Sciences in International Relations and Diplomacy. 3. Bachelor of Social Sciences in Natural Resource Governance and Environmental Security. Bachelor of Social Sciences in Natural Resource Governance and Environmental Security. 4. Bachelor of Social Sciences in International Security, Human Rights and Globalization. Bachelor of Social Sciences in International Security, Human Rights and Globalization. 5. Bachelor of Science, Food Chemistry. Recently we see the appoint a food expert. Rice expert. Rice expert. So now these people, they get the opportunity to go study food chemistry. I hear that again. Bachelor of Science in Food Chemistry. Then Diploma in Sports Administration and Management. Diploma in Sports Administration and Management. This is crucial. Then Certificate in Cultural Studies. Certificate in Cultural Studies. Signed Brahma Ba, Deputy Registrar, and adjacent to key functionaries within the university system. So Dana, what do you think about the introduction of the new programs there or new courses, you can call them?
It's a good idea. I think for the other countries, them like Ghana, Nigeria, the university that gets different courses them. So for that would just be limited to just some few courses there. So it deprived a lot of people there. So now I don't give students the option for choose. Not for be limited again to just the one the way they may done the exist. They don't get now option for choose from the course they are. So,
Then one of the things back then when you are talking about introducing new courses is the aspect of marketability. How marketable are these courses for attract jobs? Because you see, most times people come from the university, they have to wait 3, 4, 5 years without jobs. So most of them end up finding themselves in teaching, but not to their calling, or not to that they go in for. But they go into teaching just for go wait there, at least they have something to take home. So it's about the marketability of those courses as well.
I think they forgot to take that all into consideration, and you as a student feeling all that you for take into consideration and for see this job here so a marketable and complete time I go able to get a job, or even if I don't get a job I go open my own business. We talk about sports management, I think it's good because we don't see the whole Buhari and sport. Most of the one that we see at their position they don't get the knowledge and basic requirements for manage some of the sports in discipline.
So now they get an opportunity.
They have an opportunity, exactly. To go through the necessary training. And
this is a certificate course, so it can be even a postgraduate something. So you don't get your first degree, you don't get your master's, but you as well go for this course, because a certificate course and a specific, right, on sports management and administration generally. Exactly. So it is very crucial. So Ezekiel, what do you think about the new courses that are for the university?
I really appreciate. I think to me, I believe say demanding causes looking at the current trend of how things will go. Because the university where me self study, they get some of them courses there, and I believe say marketable courses.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So I like the idea, especially like that international relations and diplomacy.
Okay.
That's a very, very good one day.
Okay.
And the only thing I get for comment on is, I don't know if you can get manpower.
Yeah, so
we are
the manpower.
Yes. We are specialized on the areas.
I'm happy you brought that up.
Yes,
I'm happy you brought that up.
Maybe that's people or students who want to apply for the course and they think about it. So really then get lecturers.
One of the things is that you go ask yourself the question, what's inspired the college administration for introduce the new programs there. And what it kind of remind immediately and the fact say last year's academic year intake it be shrouded in so many controversies to an extent that for the first time people they will get university requirements because of the high number of applications. They introduced what they call entrance examination. Now they see people students we don't get a very high grades in the worst examination. They failed that examination, and the majority of them will actually get university requirements. They'll not be able to gain entrance, not because they were not qualified, but because enough space not in at the university for absorb them.
And nothing all causes.
So I think
cause they do entrance examination. I think that just mass communication department.
No. You sure?
Yes.
No. There was general entrance examination for almost all the courses. I think for most of the courses.
A mass comm now the only department working.
Well, the mass comm na FBC, I think they don't broaden them and they don't give. They don't open Boku departments inside there. They don't call like a mass comm. They get out. They get different area now where you go and
but anyway, then they will investigate that.
Yeah, like what you say, now something like that, even in Jala.
They don't lie.
Okay.
So you see the number. So I think they forget the threshold. When they reach that amount, they let them tell the bank not for accepting more money from people.
Exactly.
Because you can't extort the amount of money they for people. The country so people they suffer for get them the 500,000. No, you go take that, you don't take that for take that.
And it is not refundable.
And you know like say the other year they go say, okay, all those who did not accept this year, when they don't pay, they come next year, we go take them. You have to go and apply that pay another 500,000.
You have to.
It is so unfair.
And you never gonna guarantee that they will take you again.
Sure.
Seriously.
Even though you have one requirement, it's the first time it is happening. At a time when the government they prioritize education.
Education.
You know?
But then they say that they pay for people, let them down 500.
No, there's a problem.
Yeah. Then they pay.
Oh, don't listen to the pay. Well, let us find out. Let us get more information on that. Yeah? Let's get more information.
The other thing is, most students will get problem with their money from the universities.
So give them
yes, the government don't pay the money, but the
not say government can don't pay. You not sure the government pay.
According to some students, that's what they say. Government can pay the money,
but
the university know they give them money at all.
To see.
Yeah, exactly.
So okay, we will take another issue. Dana will take the lead on that, please.
You talk about President Bio address his hunger.
Oh yes, our president was there. If you see the, I don't know, for those the president, that three piece, I don't call them that gown.
Wow.
You see the power was so majestic. I wish I could just team up and demonstrate how the Babi the Waka. And not to say, it was so majestic. And, you know, it was working. I'm a soldier. I mean, I was working soldierly. So enter. Say, but this man is ready for them. I mean, really ready for scatter. But the other time we see, when they refer to, because it's not too long, so in one of the editions, it's good for the people of Sierra.
So he also talked about the election. He just concluded the election.
No, of course. He said that most peaceful election, free, fair, and credible. Right? He said that. And you will find that the people listen to the president's address. So maybe we'll look inside one of the next week editions and see whether we'll come up. I think at 17 minutes or so, you will find out just play on verbatim, let people again. But what to me see is that. I mean, the president will get any new message. He never get any new message. Because all what is said, most of what is said, apart from the fact that SALONE don't now become a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council, everything else is said, is a repetition. For example, talking about the fact, say, if you don't expunge the 1965 seditious libel law, that's not new. I mean, he said it before. I mean, he said it before. And talking about, so many other things relating to...
So all what he said, I think,
yeah, most. I would say
so
most
it was
of what he
not
said.
even necessary. There's nothing new, nothing captivating.
Well, that's that he had to be there.
Yeah. Well, for me, I think, say, if I don't get anything new, any impact for go make, what if I go waste all that resources?
No, but
I don't go invest into something.
No, if you're not going to boycott, you cannot afford to boycott such an important event where even military heads of states and because I will see some people that begin to say, well, the man want to be talking about to look at more, I know also for go address the UN General Assembly. No, the UN General Assembly does not give you any special credence or any special legitimacy, because even junta leaders,
the guy from Guinea was there.
The guy from Guinea was there, right? Even when Valentine Strasser was head of state, those days, he went to address the UN General Assembly. So it doesn't mean that because your president go address the National General Assembly, so there's an added plus. No, there's no added plus there. It's just a way for say, go and give us a status report of what you are doing. But if year in, year out, you go and emphasize on the same things, then it means you are not doing much for your people, Diana.
I think, say, we're back home, you see the results.
Yeah.
There's nothing much people say.
For the president emphasize on free, fair, and credible election, I mean, then I think that was so much of something where somebody else would question. Ezekiel?
Yeah, just like you say, to me, maybe it will sound, I would say, foreign for that you just go all the time and same thing in the talk. You don't get much that difference where you go able for show to the international saying that this you don't do as a president of a country, and but rather than just similar things you say.
Okay.
So actually, to we as Sierra Leoneans, we know the people know the civil like any way like progress, but. For civil like say now the same, just the same thing. It can be the same thing, but let it be like more improved in terms of education, in terms of agriculture, in terms of let that be improved.
Exactly.
Yeah, so like and something like this no more.
Okay, so now just see some pictures. As they see some pictures, them the bar. I tell you see the gown. As they see, go see the other pictures them. And me, you see the first lady, Madam First Lady, very lucky woman, having the privilege of having your husband being the president of a nation, Diana. Is that the privilege you wish for?
If so.
Why not? Everybody else say no, but Diana, I would doubt you. First lady, man, first lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone.
So why not?
Why not? Everybody is wishing for that. But I will see one other picture where I see Mohamed Bangura. They're very close to the park.
So why you
No, it's good. Of course, why not? Because it's likely to be expelled from the APC, and obviously the next time you can see him. I tell you, that is the ban, Mohamed Bangura. I tell you. Anyway, so Ghana, you don't see the gown. You don't see the gown with the power. Now 3-piece.
Why?
3-piece. Where you take a so pop. They take the so pop. Say
the white. It's so white.
It's supposed to be bluff. It can bluff. It can bluff.
Describe it. It's so clean.
The back can bluff. You see. And the thing is that when you become president, you never sabi to chop money. You never sabi who say. You not sabi serve the cost of you because the state is providing everything for you. Everything there now. So even that Gbenda power is from us.
I don't think so.
No, it's not
the first lady don't make a clear say not to government the pay money for
for the first lady.
So sometimes the president sometimes I say take responsibility.
Oh no, this first lady was speaking for herself, right?
If that really happen, if the first lady they get, and nobody says
no, they get wardrobe allowance. If members of parliament are getting wardrobe allowance, and they negotiated for it. They are getting wardrobe allowance. How about the president? How about the first lady? So for the first lady, before go talk, say, oh, that's the government, that's the country, all this and that. No, I think she should keep quiet on that.
But she said it.
She said it, but she should have kept quiet. Right? Because it paints a bad picture of the country.
Sure.
The amount of money where the country they spend for maintaining the presidency. It's not funny.
Definitely for reflect on the first lady.
Of course, Diana. What else do you expect?
So when one time
What do you expect? So, I mean, sometimes one of them can joke they are. One of them can joke they are. But the guy artist said the guy was very, very immaculate. Eh, bro?
Of course.
This person is bluffing.
Okay, so still on President Bio.
No, not go to that team.
Okay.
This one, yeah.
So the next issue is about the
big fish. Don't favor Kola.
What is the year? I think Mohammed Massa.
No, but the fact, what happened, the guy they carry two names.
Okay.
You know? The people that know him, even according to the police sources, they say he's an international conman. Guy making go out Malaysia, another continent, go get money, count the money, this and that, he can't enjoy himself, buy motor car, and that guy left for live posh life. He get Homer, he gets all the fantastic motor car them, he gets the own dress style.
Well, there's nothing wrong with person live posh life.
No, that's not wrong.
I'm just
talking about the character of the kind of person, and really the name where other people know for na Mohammed Massakoe. But they say this is a false name.
Big fish.
In actual name. No, the big fish is just nickname.
Okay.
Right? Yes, like when somebody will call you Lady Diana. These are just big fish. Right? I mean, or like when somebody will call me Mofire. That's just big, not just nickname. Right? But then the actual name, now Fude Aliu. Fude Aliu.
So even the Mohammed Massakoe not saying here.
No, they say a fake name. Now, incident, that man, they can't, they get, possibly say get 2 passports or whatever. The Maya Massakoe, they use for other things, they fully allow in at the family names when they protect them.
Impersonation, you get Mohammed Massakoe, the way people know.
Oh, yes, of course, And this, understand, say, and there's a popular engineer where they call Prince Aliu, where they in another Moteme area, I mean, na in border, na in small border, this. Okay. So he's coming from a very good family. He's coming from a very, very good and remarkable family where we're all proud of. But in just we get your own style. And you get your style. So anyway.
From investigation, don't say that Harry don't get involved in a lot of controversies.
A lot of controversies, a lot of violence cases, and all of that. And somebody may tell me say he's closely aligned to the pauper, business, right? Closely aligned. So anyway, the long and short of it is that yesterday he went to the Central Business District and went to a bank called UBA, United Bank of Africa, right? Now, current guy. So this policewoman sit down innocently. Nobody even imagine that they say they eat pap or something else. So he put the gun at his lap. Where's this guy go? He just go take the gun. Bah! The baby want for trap and now he used the gun boot, the back of the gun. Yeah, the baby for down and gun. I mean, so in Waka now, I mean, so plenty of people are now they go after that. Tip. So they seven look around and turn and see the gun, they begin fire. Yeah, baboom. So the whole town become, chaotic. People are running helter-skelter. Somebody run there. The native man.
What's in there?
Yes. The native what they say now, they begin to go around the drug food, this and that.
People will collect the beginning at school.
Some man go take the beginning at school. Yeah. Some man they follow here. Some man they go hide under motor car. Some man they go, this and that inside.
They say, military officer they will be there. That's how they only don't go.
Yeah, they say some man they go.
They were on the floor because they don't know what they happen. But
so maybe they say na coup.
Yeah, whatever. But they all mean are going because that area you get a lot of schools around that tower area.
Yeah.
And people let me they go over there. I'm just happy that they not stop people if go between them. So they all mean are going. They try for understanding the situation.
So understand say because really the bank not to one OSD Kindede.
Exactly.
3 or 4, and then all they get gone.
Yeah.
So I wonder now, when the guy go take that gun, this under lady there, he even move from the bank vicinity.
Yeah, go now, like
he go now, like to Bossy Street, he even go close to that anti-corruption place. Why they allow so much?
that distance.
So imagine saying a rapid fire in the floor. So I think they say one, the lady where he go the Sam, if it be question, then the other guys there will be there around when I'm unmanned there. Where are they?
Well, maybe they're not there on duty.
They will be question. They will be on duty. They were on duty.
But why if I go collect? Why if I go forcefully take that arms there?
It was
because no can be giving other people
it was premeditated. No, Dana.
They no right.
You have a person for that civil
they disarm you.
Yes, yes, because
in front of your colleagues then.
We don't know if they're calling.
They were supposed to be there.
Well,
where were they?
That is all subject to investigation for know how many security officer is supposed for them at the bank at that time.
Okay.
We don't get the information.
I think so. To me, it defeats on the side of the OSD for Sidon, civil
the OSD officer, and you see the size of the guy.
Yes. No, well, it don't matter because they don't train them well.
Matter. Okay.
Yeah, they don't train them well.
They don't really anticipate this thing. This just happened.
Well, that security will be alert all the time.
Oh, thank you. Let
all the time. So, for the civilian, no matter the height, no matter the calm, is the sound that gone with you within a possession. Well,
that's serious.
No, that's not serious concern.
So the long and short of it is that this guy, you know, it created a lot of panic at the center district. So it's like a soldier was passing. They say he did a bike. Go there, he get gone. Then he gets bulletproof. So now he confront her. He said, "God be God." The guy said nothing. He said, "If you mistakenly fire you." But I remember he fired the guy. Boom. I mean, you know, but the guy, the bulletproof saber, he got him. He acted tactically, I mean, you know, and then gunned down the guy. And that was the best thing to do. I don't know whether you disagree with that.
Well, I prefer maybe he not die. Maybe I don't blame the soldier when he die. I don't blame him because he would have killed that military man.
Of course, because if I don't kill him,
so I know but for me wish if I don't shoot him in a way that if for me enough for me die, maybe if Tom broke or something like that. Let him ask him, let him get some information from him. Why he decide for go? Because nothing me they get information again say he come on the police. He's so frustrated, mental distress because of there was a situation what happened around the area. Police already host, they're collecting money, they're collecting motorcar, and up till now they don't investigate, they don't say they don't get nothing against her. The police they not give for return all their things that they do. That is the other information where they float.
So yes,
you know. So but for me, go say the ambiguous, go misbehave there. No come on and go na bank, go collect gun and begin put everybody into what is it? People just run up and down the street. Anything could have happened. They don't kill people yesterday. So the soldier did the best thing.
To kill him?
But me not so for kill him, me not want to make it die.
I think you said against the killing.
Yes, I did against the killing.
The killing?
Yes, I did against the killing. Why? Because and the one point is the manners civilian to train.
They're not for the possession.
And when somebody don't they face the kind of thing again. Law say if not two say them then taking money, then taking car, all of this, and he don't follow up. They not even find him guilty yet, and he not still gets what he is supposed to forget, and he go this way. I believe professionally from the military side, if you don't understand this, there are many areas where for you shoot somebody, we know it's no killer, well because of waiting there on the floor.
Well, we know we there with you see the pictures there. The range at which they did.
Yes.
So look, me I not blame the soldier for the action when you know. It happened maybe if I don't kill the soldier.
So anyway, me I believe.
If I don't be the other way.
I believe so.
If the soldier not get bullets, if we don't kill the soldier.
If we don't kill like before.
But like just like I said, there are many areas where the soldier for like
what?
It's okay for defeater.
Because you were not there.
If that's soldier.
At that time.
Just forget the reasons why they
So as far as me concerned,
it don't happen the way it happened.
as far as me concerned, the guy behaved like a terrorist, and so he deserved to be killed.
Okay.
As the first option.
Because a lot of people lost their
lives. As the first option. Look now, one of the fire where fire, where he aim at the soldier, where the soldier balance, it go affect one woman. A person woman, I don't know the exact region. Do my hospital right now, they respond.
So you see?
Guys, so he was trying to kill. He was like a terrorist.
We already gone from the OSD.
Yeah.
I mean, if he plan for kill, if we don't kill everybody,
well, yeah, possibly, yeah. I agree with you. But eventually, he was shooting to kill. Imagine waiting there and they say that soldier. He would have killed that soldier, and then nothing would have come out of it. Anyway, the long and short of it is that he behaved like a terrorist and he deserved to be killed.
There's an issue with LJ, they opened fire.
Oh yes, two people died.
People they lost their life. Why is he in possession of?
Then even at one time, he gonna lock us. When Nef, the Nef belong. I mean, no, the bandit, the Kebaso.
And nothing.
So nothing. Now since we're there, let's start with this picture. I mean, no.
They don't get away with all the things they do.
So let's.
Just imagine all this while. Why?
You see, now definitely, he said, he was ready to hospital. He gets the calendar. So you can see that.
Untouchable. Nobody knows.
No, they try for put under control. See, that guy, is he left? The cutlass. You see? Is he not left? You see, I'm like, when they move. They choose to the man in the father as small spot. They try for fairly after pulling it in my hand. You see? Oh, they're buying it. Each one of them. So let's see there are pictures there of the guy. I mean, no.
So right now,
this one,
the security sector, then they allow now for savage situation. Now it happen. They happen right now. Hey, look why they cry. Hey God! Hey God! The man already hug Gbenda. Hey, so that man already hug. Hey God! It don't save life today. It don't save life today.
Can you imagine? So sometimes you have to be very careful how you do things, otherwise you die for nothing. And certain thing, very unfortunate. You know. So anyway, okay. Well, we'll go on. We'll not show now the guy in picture, now gallant guy. Yes, you will see this other picture. Also, I read this tasabia. You get this tasabia. And they say when we go to lock out, you hold God and holla, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. You see? And you know, say when they use that in a terrorist slogan. I mean, you know, in the Muslim world, where they say Allah Akbar, and go kill human being. You know, so they can't see that they're very serious. But anyway, the long and short of it is that I mean, you know, he was gunned down and killed. In body currently in the mortuary, the Connaught Hospital. And as far as me concerned, it be premeditated something, and that's be in the fashion of terrorism, which could have, I mean, led to so many other deaths. And so, okay, now listen to my fight. Now what this one? What this one now? Say holy God. Say the one. Basically, you see. Until he was confronted. Watch. They will not confront this man.
That's the man to my
okay, fine. He's at the shoulder. He's here. Yeah, the shoulder, face to face. Face to face with the shoulder. See, and the shoulder kill him. They take the gun. You see, the gun is not trained. But he said, train the use of gun. Otherwise, how does he come and do his job? So you don't see? So anyway, now, but the prison say he did a good job. Then what do you think?
He saved lives.
He saved lives. and then you know, to say deserve promotion.
Well, you know, up to the commander then.
Okay.
You know, I know so they have to assess the situation. They have to investigate and know more why himself.
So what do you think, Ezekiel?
Well,
although you don't like the killing.
Well, me, now the issues, maybe you could trace back the stories behind why Big Fish end up for do this.
Okay.
You know, it has no reason. Whatever it is, if police get, because you know, if you know the law, you know what he's supposed to do. You know, there's no right for go disarm an OSD officer and begin working at the street of Freetown.
Yes.
No support that action. That action was the too extreme.
Yeah. So you see this picture?
Was too extreme.
You see this picture here in the soldier, face to face with the soldier.
Whatever the situation where it gets with the police. As we don't hear it, and now all the information here they come out.
Yes, so you see.
But this was the
most thing
picture now.
You will see a picture now where it is not in the pool of blood. You know, in the pool of blood. He should be somewhere right now sitting, enjoying himself.
Exactly.
But look at it, he's dead and at the mortuary. So this is a message. You were free to say you go pull gun a military man in hand or policeman in hand, you begin to brandish and they go around, you can be killed as well. So there's no joke about that. So we are using this medium to send a clear message. If you are not legally entitled for carry gun, you should not carry a gun.
Just imagine if I'm a male officer. Maybe at that scene there, people like don't.
Because no, it would have been a different case. Now because the woman.
For me don't happy. The woman now don't afraid.
Because a assault woman.
You know, just imagine.
Right? A assault woman.
They never easily
with all the might.
In
a man, I think say Kuskas will not take place.
Exactly.
And they never move. But because the woman, so I think so for that from know whether for the give gun to woman. Hello. 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 No, whether for getting a gun.
Yeah, of course, for getting a gun.
Anyway, no problem. Anyway, the guy is upset. So we'll go to the other issues then.
So the 21st of September.
Look, because this one are a very
International Peace Day.
I would prefer we left one for Monday because it's a very long analysis where I don't get already. So perhaps we'll just focus on the introduction of the helmets.
Introduction of 2 helmets.
I see we technical man the traffic.
So for both the Okada riders and the pillion, the popular pillion.
Yeah, the pillion and the passenger. Now, what you make of cover this because we don't begin to talk about them. Now for say in no hold water. Because the government will not pull out, the police will not put out a press statement for say the Okada riders them for now begin use helmets and the pillion as well for use helmets for safety reasons. But the Okada man they say they don't do their own survey and they therefore say the passengers them. The pillions they're not happy for use helmets from one head to the other head for health reasons and all of that. So the police them I think to say they have backed down because this thing not work. It not work. The kind of man they not agree. They not agree. And it will take effect on the 1st of September. So now if you go around, you see Okada riders going, then they wear helmet, but the pillions cannot carry their helmet. So we will not advise say if you want for use helmet, if it say it's not safe for use the helmet when the Okada man will provide, always work out with your helmet if you're not Okada person. That's what you think because this one have been thing where we all over they put out a press statement and now the press statement did not work. So before to say before the police they put out a press statement, we're going to end up being a bogus press statement. We don't take the effect. Therefore, they do due diligence for see whether this will work or whether this will not work. This is foolishness.
You know, we only enjoy the Okada ride because it's so easy for the traffic. Attention traffic is so tense. The only way they get through easily now when you use Okada. You know, but again, when you commercialize and when you make them, you know, and you say if you insist for use helmets, me not going in the position. and the talk for majority of people who can't afford the amount for buy helmets. For buy helmets, say, or for the old helmets, na me and the washer all about. Maybe not to, you know, you use them that way. Then just maybe at times when traffic is so tense, you just say this the only way I can go through. Maybe I dey rush for go a meeting. Me, I don't see man there with the coat. So lawyer they all the jump in Okada.
Okay.
For Bona court.
Of course.
Where traffic is so
Of course.
tense.
Of course.
You know, so then people like they. Not all time they will be able to carry elements that they add because there are times it can just happen say this I need for wash. Then the health risk again will involve for letting the Okada get 2 elements. The one that for the passenger, any passenger will come in here and that element day. People like they sweat, sandy warm, people like they sweat. Some man you know waiting in the suffer from. Now you come after that passenger, they don't try, you know, disinfect time, you can't put that helmet like you did. You know, so all the things that they, I don't know, it's so...
Okay, Ezekiel, what's your take?
Exactly. I think, just like you say, this issue, they don't talk about them, but like, it's still not all water, and I don't believe it will still go all water because of the health issues surrounding this helmet. You know, you find out say when they come out to the dry season where people they sweat too much. So if you go put that in the like it will actually it's nice for protect yourself because you're on top Okada and in case anything happen you're able to protect you.
Exactly.
Just like the health issues we surrounding, I think the police themselves for take into cognizance for this. Like what they suggest in like the central part of Freetown, then they can able for enforce that one day, being that na the or let me say na the long distance area, you know, where bike they ride for long hours or long minutes before it meet up. We side traffic no day. If I say they can speed all inside the day, so inside the day, then for the use helmet. But like inside the central part of Freetown, like we just here you go to Canberra wear helmet. I mean, to me, you know, look.
Okay.
I think say for me, I'm not there against the use of helmets. If you can, you as passenger, if you able afford to buy helmet, you can buy it because now for real safety. No matter the short distance or long distance, accidents can be anywhere. You know, now for just like what I can say, when you go down with car, use your seat belts because in the event something happen, that force where people like you know you can go with the motor they bang, it will help you. You know, for making you not jam you in or you know waiting some parts by you. So for me, if you can afford your own helmet and you're able to work with them throughout the day, buy them and use them.
Okay.
But again,
if you what do you mean?
helmet.
You the passenger you can buy. If the driver buy 2 helmets, maybe what you the best you can do buy plastic and cover your head. You get plastic which you put fine.
Yeah, I think that's a safe option.
No, yes, they shower cap. You can shower cap them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because when they talk about a very good with safety can force. With safety can force.
But then are some helmet they will see. You know what people put their head, so I want to have that.
That's obvious.
Yeah, you know.
And so, what they can do more because I don't encounter similar something. The elements for the passengers, they not look nice. Yes.
Something
I
like
don't know. I don't know how
yeah.
they can do. In fact, if you get Bokuya, like I get Bokuya, so you don't even go inside.
Okay.
You don't even get the rope inside the clip yourself.
Exactly. So you
just the just the Ola.
So so
themselves, I mean, I don't know. Themselves need to provide good helmets for passengers. Them similarly to the one we didn't wear. The other themselves, I want take in the Okada you for that user. Again, the passenger you because the thing not look nice. You know, something like that one day.
Okay.
Because just
helmet down there now. For that passenger, I go buy them. They say that will hold this for me.
Yeah,
look. Looking at how they go down the country, you know, easy for them.
So take this last issue, Dana.
I think we've dealt with it.
No, this one.
University.
The brand new.
Okay, brand new vehicles for £191 monthly. Where are you?
Yeah. So now be campaign promise
By President.
by President Bio.
Okay.
If you say he go give, I mean, they say they build quarters for the paramount chiefs. Them, I hope I get it right. Then they say he go provide them with vehicles. So now the vehicles don't come finally. 191 paramount chiefs all over the country are going to be supplied with vehicles. Brand new Toyota Land Cruiser. Brand new. Right? We can go all over. Look at why you see them was guided. You see them was guided. Okay, you want to say it. Okay. Brand new Toyota. Oh, now he looks this or Toyota Land Cruiser. Oh, well, this can go anywhere in the country. And this is some paramount chiefs that then are hard to reach areas. And perhaps for now, just that perhaps the paramount chiefs will don't appreciate a different vehicle than this. But this is what the government gave them. Then what do you think?
Well, for official use, you get to take what's in the bill. Also, luxury, also for. Maybe this area AC, so if they want, they can put the AC on.
Yeah, of course.
It's not for make you able for move across your constituents, you know. If they place the terrain bad, then people they have so you be able for use them.
And also say the vehicles them appropriate enough for paramount chiefs them.
Yeah.
I know, but what do you think?
Well, they have their own personal. They say their own personal vehicle.
I watch the vehicle, then I watch the personality. And they're nice actually, but maybe if they ask them, they don't prefer the wire. Yeah, they don't prefer
for official use.
Yeah, I call them the SUVs. The way ministers can use.
It's good for travel.
Make him prefer the one that he asks them.
I know.
Maybe if he conducts an interview with them,
as a opportunity,
then go now they ask them, we say, we expect people, but not to them one there. Even though they are say fine, we expect. But they are PR, they don't say this.
Well,
I feel the same way.
Well, if they don't want to make the return.
No, they don't want to. But then there's another issue.
Yes.
It's not just about giving them the vehicles. What about the running cost? Fuel, maintenance. Is there any provision for that? So this is why I'm very much interested in this. It's not just because you give them the vehicles. Who is going to take care of the running cost? Right? Yeah. Who is going to take care of the running cost? And now paramount chiefs they get salary. And there's one paramount chief where we're going to take up the issue, paramount chief Russell. They suspend him, he done it out of in chiefdom for 6 years now. And he remains the legitimate paramount chief of that chiefdom, Lower Banta chiefdom. So how are they going to address his own issue? Are they going to put his vehicle waiting, or they're going to give him, or they're going to, when they will do that separately. But the long and short of it is that 191 paramount chiefs are going to be given brand new
So is it
vehicles.
part of the 191?
191, of course he is.
Oh, okay.
He's still the legitimate. I'm talking about paramount chief Gbenda Russell. Yeah, he's a former police officer, now paramount chief of Lower Banta chiefdom.
Yes.
Now the chief minister, the former chief minister, David Francis. Now he sent call him, he said, "Come, I want to talk to you in Freetown." When the man come, he benched the man over 2 hours the money with, over 3 hours the money with. Now he just tell him verbally. He said, "You chiefdom, don't go there until further notice." That's it. And from that time, they're not allowed the man to go again. So I wonder, what is the Minister of Local Government? These are the things where the Minister of Local Government for take, not to like the mayor of your issue, where they make so big. A whole paramount chief, elected paramount chief, done it out of in chiefdom for 6 good years, and you have not addressed it. Rather, you go put what per mayor elect. That's what you do.
Everything when they do now, they own selfish interest.
No, we are going to do that better, seriously.
So I think let me tell for this.
Oh, the matter. Okay, then another paramount chief that suspended back na Chonkolili. I mean, when paramount chief, is it Ebi Kuroma? Na Bumbuna.
Yeah.
We therefore investigate that matter. They want to know what are the issue because really the paramount chieftaincy na a very respectable entity, and then we feel to say they deserve for be treated rightly. And I make politics not for the in the election of paramount chiefs. The people should be able to elect their own paramount chief, because that paramount chief is going to be with them for the rest of his life. Until the paramount chief dies, he remains the paramount chief. So let the people choose their own paramount chief. No, don't go and impose paramount chiefs on them. You see, it happens on side. You see, it happens on the other side then. You see, where even the president in border, you know, is paramount chief now, the one particular chiefdom where they not even allow other people them for contest. The matter still there on. People are disenfranchised.
Sure.
They say you cannot. They say so. He was a protected candidate.
Sure.
It should not be like that. The paramount chief should be elected by their people, because he is going to serve them for life. Anyways, we'll go more into that in subsequent editions. Diana.
Well, with that, we say thank you to you and join me. Now, so we will come to the end of the program today. Salon Talk on TDN Africa Media.
Please thank you for watching at TDN, and till again, we want for see you, we want for let you stay connected Monday and then again. Mina Ezekiel Ekuruma.
Okay, we're from Ezekiel Ekuruma, Diana Kuka, Mina Theophilus, Gbenda, they can call me more fire. I mean, you know, and I want to say thank you so much to Brother Tijan for the technical backup, and Brother Reni for all the run-ins, for make sure say everything go well and good. Special thanks to the CEO within the United States of America, and special thanks to the entire TDN family. Go to our Facebook page. You can get us also on YouTube. Just like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Till then.
Credible information, TDN